How's it going, everyone? In this adventure, Dad and I head over to Slab Hut Creek, which is one of the most popular public gold fossicking areas here in New Zealand. We meet up with a bunch of our channel Patron supporters along the way and find some surprisingly good gold considering how much the site has been mined. I hope you enjoy.
Hey guys, it's Sluicing here on the way to the west coast of New Zealand. Get some gold, catch up with a few mates, and looking forward to good weather on the coast. It's supposed to be good. We're looking over there now, as you can see. Dylan's driving these days, so it's bloody good. I can relax and yeah, you know what we're doing. We're having a beer. We'll catch up soon. We're at the site. Bit of snow going through Lewis, heading to gold fields. It's getting up to winter. It's coming up the top of what they call Lewis Pass. Gets a bit of snow through here. We're just going to stop and have a look around. We'll show you what it looks like up here in a minute. Get out of the car. We'll have a look. Pretty awesome day. It's pretty fresh snow. Oh, someone must have gone off the edge here. It's no good. Nice. And we go down there. Anyway, what a day. What a beautiful mountains. We're heading that way over to Reefton, Slab Hut. Let's go.
It's day one at Slab Hut Creek gold fossicking area on New Zealand's west coast. I'm here with Dad at the moment and we're just heading upstream just with some light equipment, and we're going to hopefully find some good spots to mine out. Tomorrow we're doing, tomorrow and Sunday, which is the next day, we're doing a Patrons meetup. So all our YouTube Patreon supporters, they're all invited over, and we're going to have a big meetup with a bunch of us and get some gold together, which should be awesome. But for now, Dad and I arrived early before the party, and we're going to head on up and hopefully find some good spots to dig out and get some colour. This is one of the most popular public gold fossicking areas in New Zealand. As you can see, there's a massive hole over there on the other side of the river. Someone's mined all that out. It's a very, very heavily hit spot. It's sort of renowned to be, you do hard work, you find an inside bend, you dig a big hole, you do hard work, and you might get a gram or two for the day. That's sort of the go with the site. However, there's definitely better gold out there, but it's just a matter of finding it. And as I said, look, this is just since the last flood. There's another hole over there. So yes, it's mined very, very heavily. But hopefully, over the years too, all this would have been done at some point. Hopefully we can find some virgin ground. We haven't been back here in about 2 years. So fingers crossed, we get onto some colour. I'll catch you up there. We're just doing the two first test pans of the trip. Dad's found an alright looking spot there. I've just come in here. Just started this inside bend in front of this nice flat boulder, moved some rocks and got to the loose gravel underneath. So I'm going to pan that down and see if we've got gold in the first pan. Pan that down and we might have a couple wee nano dots. Feel like they might have just been residue in our pan from last time mining. So nothing worth digging there, so we're going to keep looking. So I've just got a couple specks from a pan in front of this rock here. But Dad's still down there, and he just whistled to me saying he's got 11 pieces of gold in his pan. So I'm probably going to go a little bit further, just test around this bend a bit more, and then go back down and see what he's got, because he could be on to a very good spot. I just got my first gold of any substance just in front of this rock, and here, quite loose material. There we have one flake of gold. So that's not really worth mining, but at least I'm getting onto something. Gonna keep heading up and testing along this bend. Just did a pan from up in there, so this creek comes along here. Nice soft material up there, and it's not insane, but there are about 3 nanodots and 2 flakes in there. So once again, still progressively getting better. So I'm gonna maybe do a few more tests along the spar, see if I can isolate the pay streak a bit more. Another pan from up in this bend, along this nice flat rock material on top, and that's looking quite juicy there. It's just about sluiceable. Nice big flake, smaller flake, and a smaller flake again. Very nice. Another pan from in that same spot. Another nice shower colour. That there, that's a nice, not going to call it picker, but that's a nice chunky there. See that? Nice piece of gold. And 2 other pieces again. So we're definitely on the colour here. This could be a viable sluicing spot. Dad's got his hole in here and he's been getting quite a bit of colour. He did 4 test pans, and that's his gold for 4 pans, which is not bad.
Well, two of them had nothing, so I got like 1 piece, and then the second pan I got about 13 pieces, and then the next pan none, and the next pan probably about 10, so there's about 20 pieces there.
So it seems to be very concentrated. Some pans have heaps, some have nothing. But that's quite a lot of colour for the amount of pans he did, so we might do some sluicing here. So Dad's just going to demonstrate what sort of gold he's getting.
Awesome day. The sun coming out, close out. Steaming. Hot.
Oh yeah, there's a wee bit of colour in there.
I need to take a little bit out. See here.
3, 4 pieces, nothing crazy,
But
but
more. Still a little bit more.
But enough to sort of warrant digging, I'd say. You're just going to separate it down a bit more to get a good view.
Probably more than.
There we go, yeah, about 7, 8 pieces there. Quite fine gold, not as chunky as the stuff I was getting, but there's a lot of it.
There we go. Yeah, there's a bit up here too, so yeah, about 7 feet, that's not bad.
Awesome. So we're definitely, Dad's done some good work finding the spot. Like I've got that reserve spot upstream. Maybe we'll give that to one of the patrons to mine out. But what we got here is Dad, we reckon we might have had a virgin deposit. So last pan, there was sort of this log, very, very old, decomposing. Real compact down there. And like, look at this material. See how it's all really sort of compact and grey? See that? See that stuff? It's sort of, we reckon, it's because it's been there so long. It's all clay decomposing. And we reckon despite the popularity of the site, no one's done it. We've been getting some nice gold out of there. We got a good borderline picker before, and consistent flakes. So we're going to do this one, and we're going to see what sort of colour we can get in it.
This is the more material I'm talking about.
That stuff.
Look at that.
That's what Dad reckons. Like, look at it. It's just decomposing wood and clay and shit. No one's ever done that. That's virgin ground, or hasn't been done since the old timers. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful sticky clay. It's beautiful. There's got to be millions in that.
Look at this.
Oh, Dad's got a bit. Look at that.
Oh, yes. That's gold in there. Sure of it.
There's got to be gold in that stuff.
I just rinse it out. I don't want to. Oh, it smells like old decomposing stuff.
Stuffing the pan. Got to get some colour on this one.
Let's get back out. What's that? Back up, there's another rock.
There's another big rock down there. But it's good material, look at that.
I reckon it is. I don't know, we'll see.
We definitely
Could be
will
wrong.
some colour. But yeah, we'll pan this down and we'll get back to you once we get down to the spin back.
So we're just getting down to the bottom of it, this pan that I just dug out, that real sort of old, sort of smelly, sort of rotten woody sort of material. And we reckon it hasn't been worked. Could be wrong. See if there's anything in this one. Oh!
I think I saw some colour. It's definitely gold.
I saw a big piece in there.
Oh,
Oh,
look
it's
at
a
that.
Dante.
That's a good pan. Look at all that colour. So
Look at
that's
that-
definitely
look at that
virgin
one.
stuff.
Pick
And
it up.
that's a picker.
Oh! Nice and good.
Oh,
Oh, this is good for
That pays for Dad's beers for today.
like two. Maybe
2 beers paid for.
Depends if it's Spates, it's probably 5 beers, but if it's crafty, maybe 1 or 2. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
no,
that's
it's good
awesome.
colour. No, it's awesome
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, working.
I'm going to wind it out.
That's such a good spot.
Beautiful.
Good on the end of the day, and oops, some things in the way. Sun's coming down. It's not too cold, so it's autumn. It's just coming on to winter. There's a lot of snow on the way over here, as we saw earlier, but man, what a day. This beats work, that's for sure. Not enough gold, like I always say. I'm gonna start working, but it's hard. Guys, cool wee bird. It's a wee tomtit. It's just come around, we got a bit of gold. That's a cool bird. I don't know if you saw the chest, but it was like almost gold coloured. Hey guys, sort of having a clean out now of the sluice. We'll sort of let some water come in because the whole, it's a bit hard to see at the bottom, there's a lot of rocks. So we're just waiting while it's clearing and see what's down there and what we need to move. And, we're going to clean out the sluice. We might actually head back after this. It's getting late in the evening, getting hungry and stuff. So let's have a look, see if we got anything.
Let's see. Oh, there's actually got a bit of colour in there, see along that sidewall.
Oh yeah, tiny, fine gold. Oh yeah, it's real fine, eh?
But there's quite a bit in there, so we might end up with like a quarter gram for the day or something. Oh, that'd
Well, we've only been out for a couple of hours, not a whole day.
yeah. You got the gold. Oh yeah, I can see, look at that, I can see some gold right there. Oh yeah, nice and clean.
Easy now.
Move out of the flow. Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, there's gold there. What to say? Yes.
Well, nothing too much,
No.
at least than I was expecting, but at least it's something. A wee bit of colour there.
Oh, it's not too bad, though.
Not horrible, but it's, yeah, there's some gold.
Not horrible. Woohoo! Yeah! Oh, some more over there as well.
No, it's a little bit more like that's not all of it, it's only 80%.
Suck that up, and then we'll head back and downstream, probably only about a wee way. Head back Patron Creek. See you later.
Drying the gold with the lighter, just enough to make sure we don't melt the plastic.
No, I bet we will.
You'll probably leave it at that then. Now hopefully dry the gold.
It'll be 5 foot flames. Oh, yeah.
We're just heading on up to the site, day 2 now. We've got Alex, Alan, Clinton, James up in front. You guys might recognise them from our record GPX haul video. Behind us we've got Jacob, Jack, Dad, Jade's Adventures from YouTube, and his son. They're all coming up mining too. Down in the river there we have Jace. He's from Gold Digger NZ YouTube. He's Jade's mate, and yeah, we're all up here and hopefully going to get some colour. So catch you once we're back in the river. So Dad and I are up at this spot. We'll just hang out with the others for a bit this morning, and we've finally got our own spot here. So I came along this nice looking bend. This is our first ever mining trip here. We actually dug a hole right in the middle of the river right up there, and we're just sort of down from here on the inside bend, and it shows how much of a difference experience makes. First pan, look at the best spots, first pan, and have a look at this. Look at all that gold. This is just one pan from the hole. But look at that, those aren't bad flakes either, and there's what, about 20 of them in there? 25? So Dad's cleared off the rocks, and we're just going to go all through this.
Oh, this rock will move, man.
Dad moved that rock. There's a biggie.
It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy stuff for him. But yeah, awesome. We got James and Clint just down there, and over on that side we've got some guys. They're visiting down from Auckland, and they're not actually patrons. They just happen to be here the same weekend, and they came up to me and like, I recognise you. Oh, you're the guy who's done all the videos. And they said they'd recognised a bunch of the videos, and they were here down to they watched a bunch of the videos to get into gold. And they're here trying at Slab Hut because it's one of my recommended sites on my Fossicking area ranking videos. And I went down, helped them find their first gold. They got a few flakes in the pan there, put them onto a good spot, and hopefully they can get some. That's awesome stuff, inspirational stuff. And yeah, the others are all getting gold. The other guys are up there, and yeah, it's awesome. So we'll just get into digging and see how it goes. Haven't even finished the first bucket, and already there's a big piece of gold there. There's gold there, there. See, there's a nice piece of gold there. Best of all, it's hard to see. See down there, that's a big chunky piece of gold. So there's gold all through this material. Awesome stuff. So we just cleaned out the sluice. We only did 2 buckets. The gold's just flipping disappeared. All heaps of test pans and no gold. There's Clint down there. He's just going back to a spot with James. They didn't get too much. They got a good test pan like ours, and then it just disappeared. And so yeah, they're hoping to maybe come up to this bend as well, and hopefully we can isolate a pay streak. But here's what we got from the 2 buckets. Probably about the same as yesterday. I'd say it's about 0.2. Like this is once again one big nice chunky and some fine gold, so maybe 0.2 of a gram. But yeah, we're just stopping and having some lunch right now, and yeah, we'll get back to it.
Yeah,
Dad's just flipping blowing up the gas cooker. Fire, like I put about 10 buckets of water over it, still going because it was gas fire. It's roaring out, the whole machine covered. It looks like it's still flipping leaking gas. He ended up putting the whole thing in the water. Yeah, I could smell gas before. It's just leaking gas. The whole thing was just blowing in flames. So that's his gas cooker stuffed, but oh, I should have recorded it. It was just, yeah, it would have been funny, but yeah, gosh.
I wonder where was it going?
There must have been a leak. It's like that was insane.
Look at that. You should have filmed that up. There we are.
The whole thing's
no cup of coffee then. Oh, my coffee glass too, so I made one out of the can.
Made a coffee glass.
Iced coffee then. Iced coffee today.
So upstream here, we're at Alex and Alan's hole from the North Island. They've got just going all out with their homemade suction pump, just absolutely shoveling it out, sucking out their hole. Got the sluice going here. Looks like they've got quite a bit of colour. They've done about 4 buckets, and as you can see, nothing crazy, but there's a good wee bit of gold in there. Got the other guys watching over there, they're spectating the fame. And Yeah, awesome stuff. Definitely getting some gold in there. So we're back home after the trip with all the gold total. So we sort of left in the sort of rush in the end, so we never actually showed the cleanup. But here is our total gold from that wee slab hut trip here. So we spent a day and a bit, but halfway through the second day, it just started pouring down. So everyone all pulled the pin and all headed home. So here's the gold total here. Basically what happened, that is a New Zealand 10-cent coin for reference. Basically what happened was both our spots were really rich on the surface, had those really, as you saw, insane test pans and insane first buckets, and after that the gold just died off instantly. Both spots, I believe, I did weigh them up quickly at the site, but I never got it on camera. Both sites both yielded about the same amount of gold, which both of them yielded, or if I can pop this, there we go, about 0.2 of a gram. There we have it, beautiful Slab Hut Creek colour. See, there's those two massive bits, the bit we got in test pan and the bit we got day 2, and then you can see some of the other chunky flakes there. So, we'll turn on the scales and weigh it up. I'd also like to just give a massive thank you to all our channel patrons, those who came on this trip and those who didn't, and give them a huge thank you for their support. If it weren't for them, videos like this wouldn't be possible. If you're interested in becoming a patron too and helping support the channel, the link will be in the description below, and that will give you an invitation to all our future trips like this, along with heaps of other bonus perks, such as gold giveaways and more. Anyway, here's our first piece. 0.08. So that did pay for a couple of Dad's beers. That first picker we got was a 0.08 of a gram piece. And then the one other that's worth weighing is probably this big flat one. See if it even registers the scales, it's quite flat. 0.04. So two nice wee chunky pickers. Now for the total. So all up, 0.41 of a gram, minus that teeny bit of black sand, so 0.4. As I said, about 0.2 in both of those holes. So it's not an incredible haul, but considering how much slab hut has been hammered, it's definitely not a bad haul either. And it's some beautiful looking gold. Once again, huge thank you to all the patrons for their support, and also a massive thanks to you for watching this video and helping support the channel. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see another epic gold video, it's up on the screen now. But outside of that, we'll see you on the next one.